My name is Brian Eccles of Be The Change Consulting. We're here today at the United African Organizations African Diaspora Racial Justice Forum. The goal of today is to bring together African immigrant and refugee leaders, Latino, Asian and Arab leaders to talk about racial justice and how it affects our work in each community and where there are ties to bring us together and where there are opportunities to bring us together, to learn together as a group how racism affects our communities and the work that we do. I think that oftentimes when individuals think of the immigrant struggle, they tend to think of Mexicans, and that's no fault of their own. That's something that other immigrant populations should look at, how the Mexican population comes together and they rally and they constantly apply pressure for what they need. But there are so many immigrants that are represented, immigrants who are represented here in America and in Chicago. A community organization like United African Organization is really like a home away from home, and I feel like many of the other organizations that represent immigrant populations are also homes away from home. So when someone comes in from whichever country they're coming from, when they find organizations like the United African Organization, they're able to reconnect to home. They're able to share what their needs, their wants, their successes, their obstacles, and they're able to tap into individuals who have experienced the immigration track and can share best practices. You know, there's a certain segment of the population who wants to believe that we live in a post-racial society, but it's just not the case. Oftentimes it's easy to say, you know, that it's the system that's the problem, it's not racism. And that's one of the purposes of today, is to get the individuals who are in that room to understand how racism works, what it is, breaking it down from the micro level of individuals to the macro level of institutions, and understanding how history, American history, creates that framework of a hierarchy. When we think of racism, we think of access. So right now in Chicago, we're looking at school closings. Majority of those school closings are in Black and Latino neighborhoods. When you look at the quality of the schools that are in those neighborhoods, Black and Latino, you look at the tax base that creates the base for the school, you're looking at low to moderate income workers, blue collar workers who are low income workers by today's standards. You know, we're looking at food deserts, all these different things. I mean, if one way to clearly see it is to drive anywhere on the south side and then go to the north side. You'll see the difference. The restaurants, major department stores rarely come to the south side and in communities of color. Even though we spend our money in those places, but we go to other parts of the city. So the manner by which a city and blocks are developed, the access for all individuals who are in the community, ranging from youth to elderly individuals, the quality of jobs, the quality of transportation. Our city goes beyond 95th Street. The Red Line only goes to 95th Street. So what are we saying, that the people beyond 95th Street don't matter? This is how cities are planned, and it's planned from the perspective of it's a tale of two cities.